New season, new semester. Bearcat Update starts now. Welcome to Bearcat Update for the first time this semester. I'm Matt Tritton. This show will be your source for Northwest athletics throughout the year, whether it's golf, track, soccer, maybe even a national champ here or there. And speaking of national championship teams, the Northwest football team opened up conference play last weekend against Nebraska-Omaha. After the Bearcats' Week 1 loss to Texas A&M Kingsville, preparations for the first MIAA contest was very important. Emily Crickle has more.
With the rough first game behind them, I talked with Coach Churchma about how the Bearcats prepared to play UNO. With the Bearcats being 0-1 after the season opener against Kingsville, Coach Churchma was pleased with what the team got accomplished during practice last week.
We felt like there's lots of little things that we needed to correct, and not so much what our opponents did, Kingsville, or what UNO is going to do, but what we have to do to function and to get things right. And so last week, that's what we concentrated on. I think we made a lot of progress this week. But we really got some things ironed out, and I thought that we performed a lot better and kind of looked more like we expect to look.
With Saturday's game being the MIAA conference opener for both Northwest and UNO, Coach Churchma gives his thoughts about the game.
The MIAA is, that's our whole goal. That's our #1 goal on our football team, is to win the conference. And we feel like the way you win a conference is you control your destiny from week 1, and in order to control your destiny, you win. And so this is a huge game for us to get the conference kicked off right. You want to go out there and be successful so you don't have to count on somebody else to help you out later on in the season. The last time we were up there, we were pretty successful, so maybe we learned from that. But it's just been they've been great games, and I think it's been a good rivalry. We always have a great crowd up there, so it's been a great atmosphere, and we're looking forward to it.
The Bearcats beat UNO 58-23. For Bearcat Update, I'm Emily Crickle.
Thanks, Emily. Cross country had their first meet of the season. Rachel Skaggs talked to Coach Lork about their season and key runners.
The cross country team this year has started out the season great. Both the men and women did very well for their first meet. They are now preparing for their second meet on September 25th. I talked to Coach Lork about his team preparing for their second meet.
Our first meet, we basically worked through it. So we had some very, very hard training coming through, and we went into the meet tired. So this next meet, we're going to be a little bit more rested for. We're going to run against a lot of nationally ranked teams up at the University of Minnesota. And we're really, our training's changing a little bit as we get to, just past this first meet. So we're a little bit less off the endurance side, and we're starting to get into a little more tempo work. And, we're starting to build for the rest of the season.
Coach Lork then commented on the strong individuals on his team.
On our women's side, Angela Adams is an NCAA qualifier in the 5,000 meters last year, holds our school record in about 3 different events right now. She's definitely our #1 runner, but on our women's side, we've got just tremendous balance and a great group right behind her. Well, on our men's side, definitely T.R. Purcell. He's a junior from Illinois, ranked in the top 24 last year in the 3,000 meter steeplechase. He's definitely our #1 runner coming back on our men's side. Also have several other real good runners, Zach Layton, and he was actually all-conference in our MIAA 2 years ago. And he's back, and I think TR and Zach should probably be our top 2 runners as the year goes on.
From the looks of things, the cross-country team is off to a great start. For Bearcat Update, I'm Rachel Skaggs.
Thanks, Rachel. Northwest football had quite the showing at their game in Omaha last weekend. The visiting bleachers were filled with green and gave it a feeling of a home game. Some credit for that also has to go to the Bearcat cheerleaders. Mariah Wood caught up with the squad last week.
The Northwest Bearcat football team aren't the only ones defending their national title this year. Senior Andrea Bentliff talks about how the team plans to defend their own title.
We're going to do the same things as we did last year. We practice 3 times a week. When it gets closer to nationals, we add some more practices in there. We go through the taping process, so we come in and we rep out all our skills. We just got done a camp. We did a camp for Friday and Saturday, about 11 hours of practice in the weekend to kind of get some of our new skills ready to go for the season.
Bentliff describes a day at practice.
We just tumble. We line up our girls, they count us off, and we go ahead and do our skills that we will be doing on the nationals mat and through taping. So we do it every single day, just a little competition between each other to make each other better.
The squad has to prepare for more than just games. Senior Chaz Johnson gives insight on some of the challenges ahead.
We lost 2 of our best stunning guys last year, so we're having to have other guys fill in the place, really step up and do the work that we need to compete through this year.
The squad must also prepare a video of perfect stunts.
We send in a videotape each year so they can rate us as far where they think the teams are placed going into competition. So what we do is we line up everyone and they do a certain skill. So we'll all have a toss QP, which everyone does all at the same time. You have to do it to perfect counts and everything has to look perfect, otherwise you have to redo it. We may do 50 stunts in one night.
I'm Mariah Wood for Bearcat Update.
Thanks, Mariah. Well, coming up after the break, we'll have an interview with Northwest Missourian sports editor Tony Botts. Keep tuned to Channel 8.